All right, let me tell you how I almost had the best 72 hours of my life. Well, I kind of almost did, but then I really didn't because this last part just kind of just ruined it. But let me recap. It is Martin Luther King weekend. I've been off since like Friday. So we got Saturday, Sunday, and today's obviously Monday. But hey, dating all the way back to Saturday. Let's go back to Saturday. So here I am watching NFL football playoffs, and I'm watching the Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers, right? And what happens with the San Francisco and Seahawks game? The Seahawks put BTA to the San Francisco 49ers. I'm actually a Cowboys fan, so you know I loved watching that particular game because I hate the 49ers. I can't stand the 49ers. So when the 49ers lost on Saturday night, my Saturday night was lit. I was happy. I was excited because I was waiting around all day long for that game to actually happen and for that game to come on and for it to be a total BTA on behalf of the Seattle Seahawks given to the 49ers. That made my night. And I don't want to hear anything about San Francisco being injured, Brock Purdy playing bad, or nothing like that. I don't want to hear nothing like that. So let's start there. Let's start with San Francisco, Seattle Seahawks NFL playoff game. Seattle beat the hell out of San Francisco. That made my night, right? So that's one night. That's a good 24 hours. So now we fast forward over to Sunday, and we got the Bears and the Rams. Now, I was actually cheering for the Bears most of the season because I kind of found it pretty hilarious that they fans have come out of hibernation and finally able to speak up for themselves and be confident in their team. And the Bears actually started to do good and they actually started winning some games and they made the playoffs. But however, over the course of the season and into the playoffs, their fans get obnoxious. They get out of pocket. They get insanely delusional, right? Thinking that they're so hot and they're so nice and they gonna make the Super Bowl. They out here trolling. They out here just like being crazy. Not to mention the Bears ain't made the playoffs in what at least 10 plus years, right? They only got maybe like one Super Bowl or something like that. So you guys do not have the honor of trolling anybody else until y'all actually catch up. Now you trolled me as a Cowboys fan, but it's been 30 years since my Cowboys won, and your team haven't even won a Super Bowl since then, right? Or they won one Super Bowl. And I won the best in math class. The last time I remember, 5 is greater than 1. And your team only got 1. So you can't be trolling me, okay? Because my team got 5, okay? So the Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams. Shout out to the Rams for actually coming out and beating the Bears in overtime. It took them to overtime. It took them for a while to get there, but I'm so happy that the Rams defeated the Bears because, like I said, these Chicago Bear fans, they have gotten out of pocket. They got out of control. They got too big for their britches. They're a little bit wet behind the ears. So that made my Sunday, right? So we got the 49ers getting lose. The 49ers getting spanked. You can't even say that they lost. They got spanked. They almost got 50 points dropped on them. And then turn around Sunday, you got the Chicago Bears losing. And again, I liked the Bears at first until they fans just got out of pocket and got all crazy and just got all delusional and started talking crazy. So I'm happy the Bears actually lost. I'm happy the way that they actually lost because when Caleb Williams threw that lucky pass to end the game to go into overtime, everybody thought that the Bears was actually going to win that game. But in true fashion, and I watched Caleb Williams quite a bit, right? In true fashion, Caleb Williams goes down in overtime and throws an interception, a game losing interception. That made my night. That made my sad Sunday night when the Chicago Bears lost. So I got to saw their fans go from happiness, like, hey, we won the game. Hey, we going to the NFC championships, yada, 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 to see them go sad after Caleb Williams throw that interception to end the game and for the Rams to get the ball back and actually go down and get the field goal to win. From happiness to sadness in a matter of about 5 minutes. So take that, Chicago Bears. So here we go. Fast forward to Monday. I'm elated, right? I'm having a good 48 hours. And then here we go Monday, a holiday weekend, Martin Luther King Day. I had a dream. I had a dream that my Miami Hurricanes was actually going to win the national championship today and finally get back to being the U, right? The U is back. So I'm watching the game. It don't look good in the first half. The offense is not actually able to move the ball. Second half, the defense cranks up. The defense shows up for the Miami Hurricanes all game long. The defense shows up, right? It's the offense that's having problems, right? But that's neither here nor there, right? So it's the fourth quarter, and Miami's down by 3. We hold Indiana to another field goal. So Indiana is up by 6, and the Miami Hurricanes get the ball back with like a minute 52. So here they go. They driving down the field, driving down the field. It's looking good, right? It's looking like another game-winning possession where we actually going to win the game at the end, right? Hurricanes win national championship. The crowd goes, wow. No, that does not happen. That does not happen. Our great quarterback, Carson Beck, decided to be Carson Beck of Georgia again and throw an interception to end the game. And damn, the Miami Hurricanes lose the national championship. So after having a great 48 hours going into Monday, game day, national championship day, Carson Beck and the Miami Hurricanes ruined my mood. And that's not to say that I'm mad and I'm angry and I want to throw things. I'm just highly disappointed. For once, I thought I was going to be able to see my team win the national championship. The Cowboys didn't do it. The Orlando Magic didn't do it. The Atlanta Braves didn't do it. But here I am sitting up here, got the perfect opportunity for the Miami Hurricanes to win the national championship, something that they haven't done since 2002 when Ohio State stole the championship from my Hurricanes. But I thought I was going to have a great weekend, and it started lining up pretty well, right? From Saturday to Sunday, and then Monday, and Monday seemed like it was going to go pretty well. Even when we got the ball on that last possession, I thought we was destined to win the game, right? With a walk-off touchdown, right? That's normally how that stuff kind of plays out. But it did not play out this time. It did not play out well this time. It worked well in the week before that when we played Ole Miss, but it didn't work this time. So again, I almost had a good 72 hours. I had a good 72 hours, kinda, until my Miami Hurricanes lost the national championship. So I don't know what I got to look forward to. And the bad part about it, to end this great 72 hours, I gotta go to work in the morning. Like I'm back at work in the morning, but almost a good 72 hours. Almost. Why can I have anything good? Why can I see one of my teams win the championship? Like, when would I be able to see one of my teams win another national championship of any sort? It could be NBA, it could be NFL, it could be college football. Now, I do think that the U is probably going to be back next year to be able to compete for another playoff spot and maybe win a national championship. But it's only going to get harder because these teams out here cheating, right? They're not cheating. I mean, NIL has definitely changed the landscape of college football. I don't know if that's good or bad, but paying for players, I mean, Miami making this deep run actually allows them to get a whole lot of money. So we're going to see how they're going to do with that. But almost had a great 72 hours. Almost. Why can't Rich Black Man have some fun? Okay. Why can't I have some fun? Why can't I have some fun up in here and feel the joy of winning? I just want to win. I just want to win. Like win. But that hurt. That hurt, chat. That hurt me. Miami losing hurt me. It hurt me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. But hey, that's my story time. How I almost had the best 72 hours of my life. But I got a feeling that it's going to come around again. It's going to come around again. We got the NBA coming up next. My Orlando Magic is like the 4th or 5th seed in the NBA right now in the standings. So who knows? in June, I could be going to the NBA Finals to celebrate my Orlando Magic, but that might be a long shot. But I almost had a great 72 hours. But I can't even say my Miami Hurricane. I got to say Carson Beck let me down because we almost had it. We almost had it, but 72 hours, it could have been great. It could have been great. It could have been great, but maybe next time. Turn on your notifications so you know when I drop another video. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of my 72 hours, the NFL games, the Miami game, and yeah, there will be better days. Who sang that song? Ashanti or something like that? Better know, Ja Rule. I just want better days or whatever it's called. I don't know, but catch you guys on that upload.